Day, and I hope each mother was celebrated in some way. Being a mother isn't necessarily giving birth, is it? No. It's about teaching someone the best way you know how to be the type of individual that they can be proud of in themselves. Now, there's this idea that all mothers are perfect, and there's no such thing as a perfect mother. There's not. But we're given this job where much is expected, and much should be expected, because these souls, these little ones that are in our care, they are precious, right? And the things that we can do, sometimes we don't even know, but other times, I think that we need to take those positions very seriously. It's funny that they give that job to young women too, that sometimes in my case, you're still raising yourself. You've been with an abusive parent, being raised by people that aren't supportive and loving enough toward you, and then you have to go out and raise somebody else. And so it really is, and this happens more than it should in society, where there's people aren't really being prepared for this enormous responsibility in a way that they should be. But I think that there's some things that can be done about it, but that's not really what I want to talk about right now. I want to talk about our rights again, our constitutional rights again. These protections that we have in this land are truly the only thing that we have between ourselves and the power of government to protect ourselves. And justice does matter. It matters to everyone, no matter what their positions even are. Even the ones at the top need that protection. Unless, of course, they're a dictator, some sort of authoritarian. That could be different, right? But everyone, as of today, still, thank the Lord above, that we have these rights and these protections in this land. That everybody, and I mean everybody, including me, what do you know, deserve to due process. And what if somebody came along and stole your inheritance and got your attorney ex-husband to go to court and just say, oh, she's crazy, she doesn't know, or she's gonna die, or anything they could do to make it to where that person could be kept away from the court system, although the court knew for sure that that person is alive. She has a voice. I made it really clear over a year ago. I'm still alive. Here I am. And they've been trying to shadow ban me on YouTube, doing everything they could to hide me in government. Government was participating to help hide me. And so that they could steal an inheritance and that they wouldn't have to come out and tell the truth about me. But here I am. I'm still alive. So this ex-husband told people, we never had children together. This attorney that did all this, we never had children together, okay? I had a miscarriage in my 40s, like 42, because we got pregnant, and then he had an operation to make sure that he couldn't get anybody pregnant again. But my sons and my daughters, they're not his. But I heard that he went and told everybody that my children are his children, when my children can't stand him. And he was absolutely abusive and cruel to my children, which was the reason why I left him. Okay, among other things, among many other things. Okay, even the timing that I left had been supported by a hospital staff that helped me to get out, so I could get my children and myself to safety, because Kent had been threatening us. To the staff, and they felt that we were definitely in physical harm's way. And he was belligerent and cruel. All of these evidences are traceable. They are. Do you know what is really sickening about the way that this was handled? And I'm speaking to the courts and to the law, people that are, governing the communities here in Utah that are here. No one, here I was accused of all these things, but not one police officer actually showed up to question me about any of these allegations against me. Not one of them did. Now you have to ask yourself, why would police, because of my ex-husband being an attorney or whatever position that he's holding these days, and my family, can't feel like that was enough to come into my home, put up surveillance cameras, and intrude on my privacy without ever questioning me. And you must know that before these types of invasions can occur, they have to do a background check. I had no criminal activity. Nothing serious. I've had like traffic infractions, okay? But none of these things I need to really even tell you anyway. I have had no criminal background at all, okay? My rights to due process. They made sure the police, the courts, they knew, very much knew what Kent and my siblings were doing. And they got extra help to do it too, didn't they? They got some bigwigs to come in and help them. They had no intention whatsoever to come in and say, we're here to save you, Treva. No. They jumped in on the bandwagon. They didn't want me to find out. They wanted the people that were supposed to rush in and tell the truth. They wanted to keep the money, right? The inheritance and the money. And all these people that got involved that wanted to protect their own lives. They want to destroy me. Oh boy. When this comes out, I feel it I feel the nausea in my gut of actually the depravity of what was done to me. You don't think I feel it and sense knowing what it is? And you're terrified because you know I'm going to find out. You made it public, so public it will be. There's nothing we can do. It just will be, right? Nothing I can do about it. And whoever was involved with this, if you think that I'm just going to cover it up for you, well, why would I do that? Why would I ever trust you? Why? Give me a reason. Everybody keeps saying that I have this person, that I have a person. I do not have a person, meaning that I have a partner. No, not that I'm aware of. But I know they're talking about my case because when I hear these little things, I've known this because of what happened in Saratoga Springs and with my family and the behaviors. I have physical evidence in my town, okay? But other people are talking about this too, so, I know who we're talking about. So whoever thinks that they're going to just kind of come cozy up to me, I don't know what you're thinking. And I'm stunned. All these church-going people, all these Masons out there that think they can just obstruct justice and keep away her court papers, and an ex-husband can pretend like, his ex-wife who had money, has money coming to her, that he can just steal it, even after they're not together anymore. Hilarious, right? Divorce is final, makes up some mock marriage license to get a mock power of attorney. All this sound familiar, ladies and gentlemen, right? This is, I'm a person, I'm still very much alive. And you think that you can just come bulldoze over me and that I'm so stupid you're just gonna come and, just talk me into being all your buddy? When I know, do you know that even through all of this, even though I had been giving evidences that I've been talking about this, let's talk about this, okay? I did call the police. I did, from several different cities. I did call the FBI. It's not like I haven't tried, right? Telling them something's wrong. I have an inheritance. My family's behaving. This is what's happening to me. And have them not take it seriously. And then get on here and say, I'm here. Here I am, hoping that the FBI on YouTube would see me and help me. Because obviously there's so much corruption going on in the community that I am in that I can't get the job done. And so I'm coming to all of you. And that seems to be the best thing to do. No one who accused me of anything came and even questioned me. That's not how it works. You have to have an actual reason to get permission to do search and seizure or to come into someone's home to place cameras to surveil them. That is not something that you can just kind of just do on a whim. This is premeditated. And now they just want me to pretend like, okay. And sure, I'll get along. We'll do the best we can. We'll muddle through this somehow. We will. But I'm not going to just shut up about it. I won't. And I don't care who involved themselves, because the more I was saying, the more they're sending in these people to try to get me to just say, just forgive. You're an earth angel, Treva. You are such a good person. Come on, you're chosen. You're supposed to let these people kick you. That's your job. Are you freaking kidding me? I don't know what water you people have been drinking, but it's a lot more spiked than my glass of wine is on occasion. Excuse me. You people in the positions of authority have taken under oath an oath to defend and protect your community. Not to take bribes, to become a part of the plan, not to listen to movie stars and gurus telling you what to do because it's cool that you get to rub shoulders with them. These are people. These are actually people that have celebrity to be able to pull the wool over your eyes and make you follow along. It's dangerous, dangerous power and money to do it, throw a little damage out there, right? Most of them, a lot of them, are extremely corrupt. They have it all, their face, and they just think they can just walk into your life and knock you off emotionally, financially, spiritually, take your legal rights away because a judge wants to kiss their ass. Probably really does. They do, probably. I'm not fooled by this obstruction of justice. President Trump, I'm not fooled by the obstruction of justice in this case against me when I'm the one that's innocent. And I'm just trying to get back what legally belongs to me. And you want me to kiss and make up some criminal? Are you kidding me? You want me to kiss and make up with criminals that have been coming after me? And I'm supposed to think you're like the good guy? Come on. This is my life. Okay? I have children still alive. No matter what had happened to me, you would have done this to their mom. You have sent so many people to try to get me to just go along with the program, to make friends with these people, to let them back in, to schmooze me, that this guy really loves me. All of a sudden he really loves me because the money's coming over here. So no, I'm going to ditch her and come back over there because, you know, they lied. And, oh, you know, I didn't know what I was doing. They completely pulled the wool over my eyes. That sister of yours, that false friends of yours, oh, they did all this. But they were starstruck. And they would do anything to get that star to pay attention to them, no matter what. Of course, you really think you're fooling me? I am so deeply disgusted. You know, you are responsible for you. I am responsible for me. I am not responsible for changing your diaper or babysitting you. And most of you, I'm not your mom. There's only 4 people I'm a mom to, and one of them decided that she would want to attack me too. Well, fine, you picked your party. Go with it. Just, you know, don't jump ship now. You've gone along with them for so long. What's the point? I already know where you stand. Fine. You know? I'm not crying any more tears after all of this shit, people. You don't get to paint a picture of who I am. You clearly do not know who I am. You know, all I have done, I'm not a tarot reader. I am not any kind of a practitioner of witchcraft. The only thing that I've done is to get on my knees and say a prayer through this whole thing. Asking God to be with me, the real God, not fake gods out there that want to think that they're gods. Real gods, or a real God and my ancestors. My Savior, Jesus Christ, who knows everything. And I get a direct hit of exactly what's going on around me. Maybe not every little minuscule moment of every little teeny tiny detail, but I can intuit, I can feel that what's coming to me energetically. I know the truth of any situation presented to me. It isn't my problem that you're jealous. It isn't my problem that you're greedy. It isn't my problem that you decided to break the law, but it is my problem that you did it to me. Now, if you did it to somebody down the street and I knew and there was something I could do to help them, I would certainly support them, the ones that are the victims. I wouldn't be going along with those guys. I don't care who they are, what celebrities they are. I don't care about that. Ah, the dog. She's about to tip over the camera here. I'm sorry. You disgust me. At this point, I need good people to come and speak with me. I need good people that really do care about justice and the truth, that really do care about the citizens in our communities, especially the ones that aren't breaking the law. The ones that are breaking the law, all bets are off. You know what? You'll get a fair trial, and then the judge can decide. Hopefully you'll get a fair judge too. These matters are frighteningly scary, to think that we would have leaders in our communities that are not taking their own oaths and their own lives seriously. Some of them get so egomaniacal, thinking that they're up here, that they can just do whatever they want to you and me. And it's perfectly fine if nobody's doing it to you, right, thieves? But the moment that somebody comes in and does it to you, steps on your toes, oh, you're going to want some justice. Believe you me, you will. And believe me when I tell you, and I'm standing here to tell you, that without that Constitution, we are completely subject to the whims and whimsical whims of whoever is in office without that Constitution. I'm not here to pretend for anybody. If you're innocent, you're innocent. You didn't do it. You and I can be friends. But if you knew about it and you were in the position to do something about it and you chose not to and you took a bribe, and well, that's your problem. I'm going to know. Now, I can understand not really knowing for sure, but if somebody is paying you money for something, that's pretty much obvious that they're trying to get you to lie for them. If somebody has offered you money to say something about another person and you take that money and say, okay, I'll do it, you already know inside your heart that they're lying, don't you? So if they came to like the Food and Care Coalition, let's say, and they bribed a bunch of people, I'll give you this much for your nonprofit organization, or to you personally, if you will lie and go help me go after this person. And I'm a popular guy, and I'm helping this guy or that guy, and they get your people to go against you. If somebody's coming in to bribe you or to give you money to do something, you know that they're paying you to lie. You already know. Now, they might be able to twist and turn what they're saying. Oh, she's a really bad person. Don't feel bad. Just take the money and go. But if somebody is actually physically handing you money or a benefit of some kind, like I'll be with you for a month, or you'll be my sweetheart for a period of time if you do what I want. That's another form of bribery and coercion. If somebody's done that to you or is doing that to you and you took the bait, you already know inside yourself that what they were trying to get you to do was a lie. You go along with it, you believed it, you obviously have it within yourself to be criminalistic, and so, okay, well, but it wasn't my fault. She made me think this or he made me think that. But if you went along with the program and you bought in, knowing that what you were doing was evil, you knew all ahead of time, right from the start, that it was all a lie and that it was a premeditated crime. You already knew. Okay? You got together, you planned a thing, you executed it, paid people off, got them involved. They obviously took whatever bait it was, that whether it be money or services. For someone to do that, you would have to know that what they were trying to present to you, to manipulate you, was based on a lie. That's pretty obvious. Somebody said, would you please say something bad about that person for me? I'll give you $50. Then you would know that you were participating in a crime. You would automatically know. Now, I know I've got so much more to say, and I come on here and I really do try to alchemize my mood and try to stay calm in a situation where anybody would be out of their mind, furious and hurt. And I've worked at this. I've worked at it. So I can just stand here knowing, many of you, I actually know who you are exactly. You have nowhere to run or hide. I actually know who you are. And because of that, I can tell you in confidence that if somebody, or you were the one that offered somebody money to lie for you, to protect you, you're part of the problem. You involved yourself in a crime. You did. Against an innocent person, too. Now, you can listen to your leaders talk about justice and law and order. You can watch them on TV. You can go on YouTube and watch court hearings. You can watch a police show and how the police in your local community went and arrested this really bad guy. But they don't want you to know when they gang up on a really innocent one. That really had to solve her own case. That was really on her own to solve her own case. Knowing the players, knowing the attitudes and the behaviors of the players. I don't care who you think I am because of my gifts. This had to come to light, I guess. You wouldn't last a day in my shoes. You couldn't possibly. You know who you are. So do I. Most of you. And I'm sure the rest will come forward. But something real has to happen here. I'm not going to be silent. I expect to get my court documents. There's mail fraud, Social Security fraud. Definitely a RICO case here. Unprecedented RICO case. When we're looking at our leaders at the very tippy top to be doing the right things, right? We're not going to just kiss and make up and pretend it away. Oh no, because if it happened to them, oh, shit would hit the fan. And less than a second. There is no right for these people to retaliate or seek vengeance when somebody calls the truth out. The truth is a thing. It's an energetic, living thing all by itself. And so is evil. So is a crime. Crime, danger. Truth, safety. What are you going to pick? I have every right to feel my feelings and not to stuff them down to protect people that are ruthlessly gross and so inhumane. I'm supposed to look at you ever again and see you as anything but what you are? Tell me please how to do that. It has nothing to do with forgiveness, because even if I go along and I forgive you, I'm still going to see you as you are. I will be able not to. You know, it's another thing that's really, really just so frustrating about this situation that is so diabolical in taking away someone's rights. I have to get questioned like I'm in court by a tarot reader. I don't get to go to court, sit in court, or I don't have a police officer coming over to talk to me to get my side or for me to tell them what, or me to say anything. Because they're afraid to come talk to me because they know that they're involved. The police aren't coming to question me because they know I'm innocent of whatever it is that's going on out there. No one talked to me. They definitely are surveilling me. I did not do anything to anyone. They made this whole thing up because they don't want anybody that knows shit out there. Because, wow, if she knows what we're doing, we could get in really big trouble later. Well, I'm not the only one. How many of us are you going to get rid of that know stuff? That are able to see what's going on around us? I'm pretty sure there's more than one. We owe it to ourselves to make sure that these people that are in leadership, we need to hold their feet to the fire. This is too critical. This is so important, in fact, that our freedom is really hanging by a thread. You might not think it's a big deal with me. Oh, but it is. It's a great big deal with me. This is our country, and the world is in jeopardy as well. We need to be able to know what is going on around us by paying attention, by listening to our instincts and our feelings inside what's going on around us. I don't care who you are and how much money you have in your pocket. All of us, every single one of us, are in jeopardy if these people continue to behave in this manner. Do you understand? We need to have justice in that court. No matter what, all those courts all over the nation, there needs to be true justice for innocent people and fair and prudent decisions made for those that are not. Hear me, because I will not stop talking about this. This must be dealt with immediately, or I'm going to just keep talking to you about it. You're going to keep hearing from me. Bring that truth in, babies. Let's do this. The time has come. I'm not your scapegoats. Do you understand me? No way in hell would I do that for people like you. Why would I be a scapegoat for you? You have no moral compass at all. None. Don't be looking at me to be your savior, because I honestly can tell you that's not what I'm here for. If you wanted to have my sympathy for what you had done, you would have come through with this truth ages ago. Ages ago. And then it could have been talked about. But this has been perpetuated and made uglier and uglier for so long now that it's way overdone. Now your goose is really cooked. Now it's really cooked because you didn't do the right thing a long time ago. That's not my fault. It's not. What we're doing in these courtrooms, they matter. Justice does matter. People's lives do matter. And you better start taking it seriously, because I certainly do.